everybody, this is Aiko again, and I'm going to be reviewing a deck called Happy Halloween Tarot. I love Halloween. I love my tarot decks that have this theme, and so let's get into it. It's a deck by Sony Graves, and she's the illustrator and the writer, the author of the guidebook. It is a 2024 deck by US Games, Game Systems Incorporated. And so it comes in a nice hard box, and you can see the cards are all going to be themed in Halloween. I can say one thing about the cards in the deck. They do follow the Rider-Waite-Smith traditional tarot. However, these have a little tendency to have a bit of a pip look in the minor arcana cards, but that's okay in this deck because the illustrations are still very, very much part of Halloween, and I think that you'll see that. Easy to read. They have small little numbers on each card, and at the bottom it will tell the suit that it is. So let's get into it. Okay, I'll go ahead and take the lid off the box. And first thing up, I'll show you the inside of the lid is a spider web, which is kind of cool. I love that. This is the guidebook, so let's set the cards to the side for a moment. We'll get into those just a second. The guidebook is kind of small. You can see my hand can cover it. However, it's nice and thick and has a lot of neat qualities about it. It is in black and white, so you can see the pictures are black and white. However, it's very well done. One of the things in this deck I will point out is the court cards. The author, it says here that homage to her Latin heritage, that she used Spanish titles and gender inclusive language to identify the court cards. So for the page, they're called paje, and for the knight, caballero. I think that's how you say that, not sure. Reign for the queen, rey for the king. So the court cards have a different name, but I think that once you get familiarized yourself with that, they're pretty easy to use. In the back of the book, there's place for notes, which is always nice. They have a little section here about the author. This is Sony Graves, and she's Chilean American, but she did come to the United States when she was 8 years old. She's got some spreads in the back. Recharging spread with 4 cards. The Faithful Good Tune spread. A 5-card spread here. And a 6-card spread over here called Speak to Spirit spread. If you use a different kind of spread for your cards, this deck will work just fine with any spread that you are used to using. I think that the guidebook is interesting. There is an opening of a Halloween poem. I'm not going to read it. If you purchase this deck, I think you'll have fun, though, with that opening poem. I thought that was really sweet how she did that. Okay, so that's the little guidebook, and I think that it is the artwork in this deck does remind me a lot of Halloween cards and decorations that I had when I was young. They're probably from the 50s or 60s, because maybe even the 40s, but I was born in 1955, so that tells you my age. And so that's why I really identify with this deck, because it takes me back to my childhood. Okay, let's look at the cards. The cards come in, like I say, a nice box. It's got candy corn around the side. Let me pop them out. There is a ribbon lifter in here, which I had evidently not put back in correctly, or I could have done that. So the box is really nice. These are the cards. They are linen, and they're a nice quality. I love the size of the cards because they are easy to shuffle in my hands, because I have kind of small hands, and so shuffling the cards this way sometimes can be difficult if the cards are large. So I really like the size of the cards. They are, if you are a person who spreads the cards out for your querent or for yourself to draw from, they really do spread nice, as you can see. And if a card particularly calls to you, perhaps this one will be good for today. And that might be my card for the day. And you're going to be able to see how beautiful all the Halloween colors are throughout these cards. And that was a major arcana, the Sun. Okay, let's get into looking at the cards then. The edges are gilded in black. I think that's beautiful, very much in the theme of Halloween. Okay, these cards I have shuffled, of course. You just saw me do that, so now you're going to know that they're not in any particular order. So we'll just take some look-see at the cards, and I'm not going to give the definitions or the meanings of each card, because I'm assuming that if you are into tarot, that you pretty much know the general meanings of the cards using the Rider-Waite-Smith information that you all have studied. So let's just get into it. There's the Emperor and the High Priestess, and you can see I just think the colors are awesome. I'm going to move this deck down and move these down a little bit, and what I'm going to do for us is I am actually going to zoom in on the cards, and so you can see them better, even better. Okay. The Death, Wheel of Fortune. The ones that are black behind all the white etching are really vibrant and really stand out, so I really like those. Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. This is a paje, which is actually the page, and the reign is Queen. Swords, the world. And so here's an example of what I was telling you, the pip style. You don't have to sit there and count all these. This is wands, but you don't have to sit there and count them all out because the number is tiny. It's in the bat at the top of the card. So this is the 10 of Wands. On the major arcana, it is written down here, and I really like the style of font that they use. It's looks kind of, it's cursive, and it's kind of neat to see that. And there's the Fool. It's on a ball. Okay. So I'm going to start flipping through the cards. Here's another pip style, but you can see the 4 up here in the bat. So 4 of Wands, little 5 up here, and this is the 5 of Wands. Oh, got a fortune teller with her crystal ball, but he's the king. This is the king. The Tower card with the lightning strike coming down. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep flipping through so you get to see a lot of the cards. I feel like there's a little bit of a glare on these cards. I don't know if it would help for me to angle that up just a tad, or maybe bring it down. Oh, maybe bring it in, the light down. Okay. The Hermit and the Chariot. Strength and Temperance. Ooh, I like the Magician card. I like skeletons and skulls. See this card here? Boy, that one really reminds me of decorations and Halloween cards when I was little. You can see the striking colors, very, very vibrant colors. I think my camera doesn't quite do the justice of the brightness of these cards, but it's It's not picking up the orange as quite as orange as it is. But this one is. Maybe I misspoke. So going on. So I'm going to pick up the cards and kind of do some a little bit faster for you. The Lovers, Justice, Hanged Man, Devil, Star, Sun. Let's go ahead and move some of these to the side, and we'll just keep going so you can see more. Aren't they beautiful? I'll just grab a bunch there. Oh, turn to one of my very favorites. Queen of Wands. I love witches. I have all kinds of witch things and witch dolls, and just love some of the Wiccan things, and that fits. Oh. Another pip one, but it's still really neat. It's like the the 9 of Swords. 5 of Swords. I'll keep getting skeletons, that's cool. And the 2 of Swords. 7 of Wands. Love that. The 6 of Wands. It's like all the brooms. 10 of Pentacles. So you can see they are just stunning, and everyone definitely has a strong Halloween theme. So let's return these guys back to their home. Shake them in there. Get our guidebook back in place, and our box top. There you go. I hope you enjoyed sharing with me. This is Aiko. I hope you'll come back. I'll have another deck to present to you very shortly, and I hope you are enjoying these tarot reviews. Bye bye.